Communities all across the Carolinas are now on day 4 without power after Helene moved through the states. Duke Energy crews hard at work right now trying to get that service restored, but there is no word on how long that could take, especially in those hardest hit areas. Jeff Brooks with Duke Energy joins us now live. And Jeff, thanks for jumping on with us for a moment here. I know you guys are in overdrive. And first, I want to start with a post that you just made on X a short time ago that talks about the extensive damage to the critical infrastructure that Duke has that you're seeing across the upstate and western North Carolina. Can you explain that? And also, it doesn't sound like there's going to be a quick fix for some of this.
Yeah, we're working hard to restore customers as quickly as possible, and we're making good progress in many of our areas. We do hope to have most customers back up, the majority of those back up by the end of Friday evening. But there are certain areas that are just really devastated from the impacts of this storm. We're seeing transmission and distribution infrastructure that is so destroyed it'll have to be rebuilt rather than repaired. In some cases, it's just gone. And so there will be tremendous amount of work to rebuild some of that infrastructure in those hardest hit areas. And that's going to be a focus, certainly not only this week, but beyond this week in those areas as we work to kind of rebuild from the devastation of this storm.
Can you talk a little bit about where those specific areas are and how long it could take, and who are you working with really to try to get that all kind of configured again?
Well, a lot of those areas are the areas you've been showing in the broadcast that everybody's been seeing, areas where the floodwaters just really destroyed the whole towns. In some cases, we have substations that were inundated by the water that have to be rebuilt or significantly repaired. And then our transmission infrastructure, the infrastructure that carries power from our power plants to these communities, suffered significant damage. And we have to repair those interstates of the power grid, if you will, rebuild those structures to get that power into those communities. So a lot of work going on. We have about 18,000 line and tree workers in Western North Carolina and in the upstate of South Carolina, which also has been very hard hit from this storm. And those crews will be working to restore as many customers as possible this week, and then in those hard hit areas, working to develop estimates for when we'll see power restored there.
And I know when our power went out, we got some text messages right away. How do people know when their power, they're going to know when their power is restored, but how are you going to let the other people know that really want to know about those their loved ones that are missing right now?
We are developing communications and continue to communicate with customers to give them updates on when that restoration will be complete. For those that will be restored this week, they should have received some of those notifications, and we'll continue to get updates in those hard hit areas as we develop estimated plans for restoration. We will communicate that information to them as best as possible, recognizing that some folks may not even have the means to get that communication, but certainly we're going to try, and we're going to try to communicate as often as possible with the updates that we have.
All right. Yeah. Jeff Brooks from Duke Energy. Thanks for joining us right now. You guys, I know you've been doing so much work here and gotten a lot of help here from a lot of places, even as far away as Canada, to try to get everything back online for everybody. We appreciate it.